Hello, everybody. Good evening. It is Dr. Zarina. I'm here. As promised, it's 8 p.m. It's Thursday, and I'm going to wait a little bit for you guys to come on into the room. And welcome to the broadcast. This is Rebound Your Health TV with Dr. Z. Hi there. I saw somebody just pop in. And hi, Sister Naima. Mwah. Welcome to the broadcast. Go ahead and click that share button for me, please, down below. And that'll actually help some more people come onto the room. Hi, Mimi. Welcome to the broadcast. Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the broadcast. Hi, Carrie. You guys are already ready to go. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Click that share button for us, please. Get some more MVPs into the broadcast so we can get this information together. You guys know how I get so excited. I love your participation. I love how you guys help each other out when we're going along this information. With this broadcast, and today we are going to talk about sleep hygiene, how that affects your health and ultimately can affect your pain. Even if you don't have pain right now, how sleep hygiene can actually impact where you could potentially develop pain. So I want to make sure I give you some few tips to go into the rest of the week and just move on through your weeks to know this information. Plus, you want to share it because maybe this doesn't impact you directly, but it may be impacting somebody else you know. It may be impacting people who are not even talking about it. They don't even realize that their sleep is related to their fatigue. They don't realize their sleep is related to their pain. Hi, Donna. Hi, Dr. Katie. Mwah. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Y'all click that share button, MVPs. Go ahead and click that share button. Help some other people come into here to get this information. We won't be here long, but I definitely want to go ahead and jump in this, get real excited about it because as y'all know, I got a lot of energy. I get excited about simple things, but I get excited because I love to share the information. I love seeing you guys' eyes open. I love to hear about the transformations. You guys inbox me all the time. Tell me about the things that, these little tips that you didn't think were big deals, but they eventually did impact your life in some kind of way, or you told somebody else about it and they didn't realize it. That kind of stuff gives me so excitement. Hi, Dana. Wow, welcome to the broadcast. This is Rebound Your Health TV with Dr. Z. I missed you. Thanks for joining us. Please kick that share button down below to go ahead and help somebody else and get this information this evening. And if I probably going to give it maybe 60 more seconds and I'm going to jump right in it, but I want to give a few more people a little bit more time to come into the broadcast so that they can get this information as well. There's a share button and there's an invite button, so you can actually invite them individually to come on. You might think at least two people that you think, oh, this might be information that might be beneficial. I love the info you share. Mwah, and I love you. Thank you so much. I think you guys are great. You're always on top of the Carol with the MVP behavior. I really appreciate that, and I'm so proud of you. I see your post. I see you trying to get it in. So I applaud you. I applaud you. Awesome. How is your week going too, by the way? Hi, Nadia. Welcome to the broadcast. Mwah. Welcome to the broadcast. Go ahead and click that share button or invite two friends. You can invite two people down below, or at least two people, or you can even just share it in general. And again, we'll get this information to as many people as we can because believe it or not, some of these tips may seem simple. Some of these tips you guys are going to want to resist and reject. But I promise you, if you try to implement it, challenge yourself to do it even though you don't want to, and at least try for 21 days. And I promise you, you will have some difference. And it might be some other things that that need to be layered on, to get you to that next place. So we're going to go right on in. Hey, Dr. Nee, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that. Dr. Nee is bomb. I always have to get a shout out to people who inspire me. He's a colleague of mine. If y'all don't know, follow Dr. Nee. He is a mogul, quite frankly, when it comes to podcasts. He has Docs Outside the Box. Please go to Apple or anywhere actually to look for Docs Outside the Box. You'll get a wealth of information on a weekly basis. He has so much information. Hi, Dr. Manny as well. Hi, Idris. Welcome to the broadcast. Dr. Manny is also phenomenal. He's really out there serving our community and just trying to give it to people raw as much as possible to really transform your mind and transform your mind, your body, and your heart. And I really appreciate that about Dr. Manny as well. Follow Dr. Manny if you haven't. Hi, Terry. You're going to make me cry. Terry Davis, thank you for joining us. I could go on about that, but Terry, you have no idea how much that means to me that you joined us tonight. Mwah, I love you immensely forever and ever. Thank you for joining the broadcast. And hi, Tanya. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome. So I think we have at least 5 or 6 people here, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. If you are here with us, go ahead and hashtag MVP. Let me know you're here with us tonight. And when you do hashtag MVP, go ahead and click that share button so somebody else can get this information. But let's jump right into it. Excited, right? This is Rebound Your Health TV with Dr. Zarina, also known as Dr. Z. I'm your integrative medicine, sports medicine, pain management physician, here to help you rebound your health. That's what this is all about, here to help you reach your pain freedom goals. And pain is not always in the physical, but when it is, sometimes it's due to pain that's here, pain in the heart, pain in the emotions that manifests itself physically. So I'm out here, I'm about rebounding your health, helping you get to your next. And I do this through my books, through authoring, through being a speaker, through platforms just like this, through my private practice, through my coaching programs. Those are the platforms that I try to bring all this information to you guys to help you get to your next. And also feel free to go ahead and schedule a free consultation. I'm still doing these, guys, for a little more limited amount of time. If you look up in the caption, it'll actually give you a link where you can click that link, and it's a free consultation so I can strategize with you to help you direct you into the right direction if you want really ready and willing to participate in your wellness to get you to the next. So don't forget to go ahead and click that link and get your free consultation. All right. Yes, MVPs, I see it. Let's get into it. Okay. So the very first thing I'm actually going to share with you guys is a statistic. And this statistic is probably not super surprising, which is 40%, and it probably is a little bit higher than now. It's actually half Americans. Half Americans have television in their bedroom. Raise your hand if you have a television in your bedroom. I'm actually really curious about that. It may be this, the people here in this broadcast today maybe reflect the statistics. So I'm curious. Hi, Dr. Jesse, also my fellow integrative medicine, pain management, sports medicine physician. Really appreciate you joining us tonight. Thank you. Go ahead and click share, and hopefully somebody else can benefit from this information. But yeah, TV's in your bedroom. Yes, Carol, you said you have a TV in your bedroom. Who else? Dee has a TV in her bedroom, right? A lot of people do. And I'm going to share you a secret too. When I was single, I had a TV. I do, right? When I was single, which was 10, 11 years ago. Oops, I can't remember exactly, but I think about 2 years ago. I used to have TV in my bedroom, and I probably would have still done it. If it wasn't for my husband. But as soon as we got married, he was so adamant that he didn't want a TV in our bedroom. So I haven't had a TV in my bedroom for literally about 10 to 11 years. Really because I knew that he was right. So I didn't fight that battle, but I totally benefited from allowing him to win that one, right? And the reason I'm going to get into the reasons behind why TV in your bedroom is going to be a little detrimental to your sleep hygiene and your health goals, not just if you have pain or don't have pain. You may not have pain right now. That's what I was saying at the beginning of this. You may not have pain right now, but your sleep hygiene is directly impacted. The studies show it, that is directly impacted by your sleep habits, that you can eventually develop chronic pain or chronic issues that are related to your poor sleep hygiene. And that TV statistic is actually plaguing us as Americans all over the country. And really, Americans do it worse than other countries as it relates to that. So I'm here today, and that's going to be part of those forties, one of the resistors. You want the resistors. I promise you, I challenge you to do it for 21 days. And then if you hate it, bring it back in, Carol. But challenge you. Let me challenge you to take the TV out for 21 days. And you will resist it and hate it then too, for the first week or two. But I bet you by week two, you won't miss it as much, and you actually start to benefit from the benefits of not having it in there. The other thing is, the question is, why is sleep important in the first place? Why are you saying that it's impacting my sleep or impacting my overall health? And it may sound simple, but the reality is, for those who know, my doctors are in here, my medical or scientific people in here, you know that is related to that sleep. When you're sleeping, it helps replenish your energy, literally the energy cycle, and it also helps repair cells. But even deeper than that, was something that we call REM and non-REM sleep. Anybody know about those two things, REM and non-REM sleep? Which one do you think is more important? Write down in there in the comment section as well. Do you think REM sleep is more important or non-REM sleep is more important? And as I kind of describe the two differences, I'm going to tell you after I hear some MVP, type it in there, what the difference, which one is probably more important as it relates to pain, okay, or even fatigue, or even obesity, actually. All right. Hi, Dr. Tanya. Wow, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. This is Rebound Healthy TV with Dr. Z. REM. Carol says she thinks it's REM. Good guess. Good guess. So also REM stands for rapid eye movement. Okay, so you have non-rapid eye movement set phases, and then the REM sleep is rapid eye movement phases. And stage 1 through 3. Some says 1 through 4 is the non-REM sleep. And that is the non-REM sleep is, and Dana says REM is more important. Okay, get it in there. Who else got a vote? Go ahead and let me know what you think. Non-REM is that first 60 to 90 minutes of your sleep. And that first stage is really where you're kind of just getting into that relaxation mode. Stage 2 is where you're relaxed enough, but you can still easily be awakened. Okay, that's still part of non-REM. That I'm speaking on. And then you get into the third stage where your body and your muscles are a lot more relaxed, a little bit more difficult to wake you. And it's the stage that is preparing you for REM. Okay. So that's where that whole non-REM is kind of stage 1 through stage 3. And then after that is about 90 minutes have passed is when you enter the REM sleep. And REM sleep is critical. So to answer your question, REM sleep, I would say, is more important as it relates to this particular topic. But truth be told, they're both more important, are very, very important. And any physician hearing my voice right now, they're waiting for me to tell you guys that both are important. Both are extremely important. To have one and not the other, you're going to be lacking something. But in relationship to the context of the conversation today, as it relates to pain, it's critical that you get to enter the REM sleep. And a lot of people who have issues with sleep, as a matter of fact, how many of you do have issues with sleep? And if you do, I wonder, are you having sleep issues falling asleep or staying asleep? Yeah, answer that for me as well. Hi, Sophia. Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast, fellow Capricorn. Welcome to the broadcast. Please click share, invite somebody to this broadcast to share this information with you. But yeah, I'm curious, are you having issues falling asleep or staying asleep? That's actually really important too, because what we notice is that a lot of people both. Oh, okay, yeah, staying asleep for Mimi, Dana, both having issues with both. I'm always easily awakened. That means, Carol, that you're likely not getting into that REM sleep. You're kind of hanging around stage 2 or 3. Hi, Chandra. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Come on in. Welcome to #MVP. Let us know you're here and you're ready and you're geared up to go. So Carol, for that particular thing, easily awakened is meaning that you're not quite entering that. And for you, Dana and Nadia, who have you both are saying both, this is really critical because I'm going to give you some tips about some sleep hygiene tips that are going to help you get to sleep, so that is a more restful entrance into the sleep, and then some things that which these same things actually will help and impact your ability to stay asleep. So I can easily fall asleep. Okay, you can easily fall asleep. Awesome, there. And Sleep Foundation. Thank you, Jenna, for joining. MVP behavior. That's what I'm talking about. That is some evidence-based information there. Thank you, Jenna, for posting that. For the MVPs up in here. So we want to go back into the comment section and read up on that as well. Thank you for sharing that. So at the end of the day, again, we talked about over 50%, basically about 50% of Americans have TVs in the room. So we're going to talk about that challenge at the end. And then also sleep helps repair cells, and sleep, or quality sleep anyways, helps repair cells, and quality sleep helps replenish energy. So that's what's really, really important when it comes to that. And after about 90 minutes, I want you guys to write this down into the comment section. 90 minutes, and this is not a hard fast, but I think it's a general rule that is good to remember. So if you type it down, you'll see it, and you're hearing me say it as well. It'll stick with you and kind of be aware of it. After 90 minutes is when you enter REM sleep. So say 90 minutes, then REM. That's what I want to see down in the comment section. Come on, guys, give me your MVP behavior. Help the other MVPs that are going to be watching this broadcast later so they'll know what we're talking about and make context. And again, visual learning, audio learning, that's when it really sticks the most. Hi, Ty. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the broadcast. So 90 minutes, then REM. So you want to make sure that you're kind of preparing yourself so that you can at least have up to about, once you get into sleep about an hour and a half, then you know you're going to get ready into that REM sleep, and that's going to be crucial. Thank you, MVPs. Jenna, Tanya, Carol, on it. That's what I'm talking about. High five. Dana, have a high five. Mimi, that's what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Some remedies, or some general things I will say that affect your sleep, okay? So then I'm going to talk about the tips to kind of correct those. One major thing actually that can be affecting your ability to get quality sleep is if you have, and mama in the house, hey mama, is if you're on certain medications. Okay, some of you actually are on prescription medications that you need. You might be on blood pressure medications. You might be on a thyroid medication. You might be on an antidepressant. You might be on, what are some other ones? But those are some major ones, major medications that are known to potentially create insomnia. Okay, and insomnia, I think all of us know that word, but if you don't, insomnia is difficulty falling asleep or difficulty sleeping in general, actually. So some of you may be on prescription medications that may be contributing to your ability to fall asleep, and you don't realize it. So you want to just look up your medication first of all, and look and see, is insomnia one of the side effects, one of the higher likely side effects, and then discuss that with your physician to potentially, not necessarily, but to potentially, there may be an alternative medication that they could offer that will impact you more positively, but still treat the whatever condition that you're trying to treat, but hopefully help you minimize any insomnia like symptoms. So that's one thing that could be a culprit. Another culprit, so some of my athletes who are listening to me, we work out a lot. You know, you work, some of you working out twice a day. I saw some of my clients in here. Hi, Keisha. Welcome to the broadcast. I saw some of my clients pop in. And so you guys know the kind of things I talk about when it comes to your workouts and strategizing your workouts so that your sleep is not impacted. Because there is a such thing as too much exercise, believe it or not. And it is also a such thing as if you're exercising too close to bedtime. So some of you love to work out in the morning, which is probably actually more advantageous in terms of not impacting your ability to go to sleep. But if you're working out vigorously, like an hour or two before bedtime, that could actually be impacting your ability to go to sleep. So if you're a late evening workout person, just keep that in mind. When is bedtime and when do I like to work out? You might want to consider shifting it a little bit more away from your bedtime so that your sleep is not impacted. But in the same breath, it is recommended that, about 10-minute moderate walking, about an hour or two, but just kind of like a light walk, an hour or two or more before bed can actually positively affect your sleeping. Exercise can positively impact your ability to get a restful quality of sleep and more likely for you to actually enter REM sleep, which is why you guys always hear me talk about exercise is medicine, just like food is medicine. I love that, and that's one of the reasons why. Another tip is caffeine. Caffeine can be in alcohol. Caffeine and alcohol close to bedtime. What is that? Close to bedtime really is like, again, about 30, 45 minutes to an hour before bedtime. You want to minimize or just completely exnay that, okay? And get that closer up in the morning or just eliminate the caffeine. There's a lot of reasons to eliminate it. I know there may be some more resistors out there with the caffeine or the alcohol for that matter. But I promise you guys, I'm not here to really make it sound fun and easy, although I can create some fun in it. But I definitely know that these things, with taking some baby steps, you definitely can get there to your goals. But you got to make a change. You can't expect to win, right? And completely be the most valuable person in your life. That's what MVP stands for me, right? And for us. So you can't really expect to be the MVP in your health, an MVP of your life, if you're not willing to make some shifts and not willing to make some changes. And the first thing that it starts with is actually here. In order for us to impact that shoulder pain and that back pain, the knee pain, the neck pain, in order for us to impact that, we have to do a shift here. And it doesn't matter what I prescribe or what procedure I do or injection I do. I have all of those tools in my toolbox to assist along the way. But I promise you, those are my patients and my clients who excel at a fast rate as well as do well long-term. The best are those who are willing to participate in their own wellness and those who know or they eventually accept and submit when I'm talking to them about that mind shift. That is critical to any success when it comes to your pain or your health, quite frankly. Okay. So MVPs, we're going to do that. All right. So at the end of the day, that was a segue, but a long-winded way of saying it's critically important to our resistors right there. You know, we all have some habits. I mean, I'm sure I have some habits, and I'm gonna think of something just to share with you to let you know. But mine is not perfect either. But I'm creating. But I have to create the habit, and the thing that benefits me, and the thing that helps me the most, and the reason why I do believe I don't. I know for not believe. I know the reason I don't have chronic pain is because I implement these habits as part of my lifestyle. Hi, Dr. Lucci. Mwah, welcome to the broadcast. All right, so that's really, really critical. So caffeine, alcohol can be impacting. Rigorous exercise close to bedtime can be impacting. TV in your bedroom can be impacting your ability to go to sleep. TV and screen time close to bedtime, period. So a lot of us, it's like, oh no, I don't watch that TV. I know a lot of people tell me that in my circles. We don't watch a lot of TV. However, we got a phone, right? We got that tablet, we got that cell phone, and that cell phone and that tablet is real close by, even quite close to bedtime. And within 30 minutes before bedtime, we're on it. Some of you, I was kidding. I can actually let the TV go. I go days without it being turned on. There you go. So let's try 21 days. I mean, in the bedroom, 21 days, no TV on in the bedroom. You can watch it outside, but no TV in the bedroom. But yes, that screen time, we have to reduce that as well. So when I say TV, the same applies, because what happens is your brain, follow me for a second, MEPs, your brain is still going to have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Register that activity, the light activity, the sound activity. So when you go to sleep to a TV, and again, remember that light is still going to have to impact it, which means your brain still has to do something with that information that's happening, even though your conscious mind is saying, I'm going to sleep. So that's why it's also critical, because if your brain activity is still going, how do you expect to get a restful sleep? Which is why that's critical that you reduce screen time or eliminate screen time. And that goes for TV or tablet or phone close to bedtime. And I would a lot of the studies will show or state recommendations like 30 minutes to bed before bed. I recommend 45 minutes to an hour. At least when I'm noticing with my patients and my clients, they'll say, you know, that 30-minute thing kind of doesn't work because they still feel a little bit restless. But when you initiate your routine prior to that, where you're eliminating screen time and eliminating, what about reading? Great question. Reading as well is actually not recommended in the bed. Okay, so you can read, say, sitting in your chair. Maybe you have a chair in your master bedroom and you want to do a little reading, maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes before bed. And then you get in the bed, cut the lights off. Okay, so that's the question to that, Chandra. Great question, because some people will say that because they'll fall asleep to the reading, right? The only, it's not a bad thing, but again, it still has to do with the brain activity. Your brain has to be active. So the very thing you're trying to do is slow the brain down, rest the brain, get into a space of like true rest. Then you want to cut the lights off. You want no sound, maybe just what they call it, white noise, like a fan, if that's what, you know, or nothing. Cut the lights off, darkness, and go to sleep. Some of you are afraid of that because your brain, you're not used to it, and your mind will race. You'll say, oh, people keep me up all day. Wait, no, never mind. Let's say what you can do in the bed. So what can you do in the bed? Oh, silliness. Anyway, you made me lose my train of thought. MVPs, get her. Get her. Where was my third train of thought? Tell me what I was saying, y'all. Oh, Lord. So, I really lost that train of thought. Silly MVPs in the mix. But anyway, let's get back to the tips, and then we're going to let you guys go. We're going to let you guys get to your evening. Okay, so tip number 1, if you are have back pain or neck pain, I recommend you not sleeping on your back. I mean, I don't sleep on your belly, actually. Some of you are, thank you, white noise. That is where I was going with that. Thank you, MVPs. White noise is okay. Let me back up, and then we're going to close out with our 4 tips in a very boom, boom, boom. So yes, the white noise in a dark room, that you prepared yourself for like a 30, 45 minutes prior to bed, as you're actually in the bed with nothing going on, no brain activity that has to be processed. And that would include TV time, right? Screen time, radio in the background, those kind of things. You want to decrease all that activity that's coming into the brain. And that's going to help you get into that REM sleep so that you can actually have that quality of sleep. And in turn, it's going to increase your ability for your body to produce and replenish energy, as well as repair your cells so that you can actually repair those same cells that are creating the issues when it comes to pain or some chronic fatigue issues as well. Okay, does that make sense? That makes sense? That makes sense? That makes sense? Let me know if that makes sense. And I can repeat it or restate it if not. So that being said, here we go with the four tips and then a bonus at the end. So number one, if you guys can write this down, is if you have this part is back pain, try to minimize stomach sleeping. And that's actually really generally true for people who definitely have back pain and neck pain. But even if you don't, what we're showing, what the studies have shown is that stomach sleepers tend to create more issues, right? Because why? You put this unnatural curve in the spine, in particular around that lordosis area in the curvature. You already have a natural one, but then when it's excessively curved because you're sleeping on your back, you create that more of that curve, then that can inherently create issues with, even if you don't have pain yet. Hi, Wakisha. Thanks for joining us. Mwah, I miss you. That's an awesome nurse. Follow her too. She's an awesome nurse. But yes, minimize your stomach sleeping. Thank you, Dr. Alucci. You're such a rock star. MVP behavior. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Tanya. Definitely. That's number one. Okay. MVP behavior. So number two is reduce caffeine and alcohol at least an hour before bed. Okay. That's number two. Obviously, my recommendation would be to eliminate it altogether. There are some herbal teas, if you're a tea drinker, that can definitely give you the same benefits, and you're going to have more the anti-inflammatory properties and all those great antioxidants that come with that. So you can definitely drink herbal teas that don't necessarily have a lot of caffeine in it. And if you are a person that likes to casually drink alcohol, I would definitely highly recommend, again, that you don't do it towards bedtime, or just reduce it in general during the week. It's probably, especially you're working, you're trying to be at your best productivity and optimize your ability to do what you want to do in the week. Reserve that to an occasional weekend or something. And that will definitely greatly improve your sleep habit. Okay. So that's number two. Thank you, Dr. Alucci. Yes. MVP. That's what I'm talking about. And then number three, if you want to reduce screen time. So this is number three, reduce screen time. That includes TV, tablets, and cell phones. Or stop, actually, not just reduce. Stop TV time and screen time, I say 45 minutes before bed, okay? And that's been from experience, really. And you can play with that an hour. Sometimes people have to put it to an hour before bedtime because they're still a little bit too busy in their brain to reduce that, and they need to start the routine a little bit earlier. So that's part of what this is all about. If you kind of hear what I'm saying, all these things about 45 minutes to an hour, that basically what I'm saying is 45 minutes to an hour before you know you're about to go to bed or you need to be in bed. That's when you want to initiate nighttime routine that is preparing you to go to sleep so that you have a better chance of entering quality sleep, i.e. REM sleep. Okay. Somebody had a question about chamomile. Yes. Chamomile is has a really close, it's like a close cousin to melatonin, so to speak. And melatonin, we know, is also a hormone that our bodies naturally produce. But some of us are not producing it adequately enough, which is also impacting our insomnia, our ability to go to sleep. So sometimes I have in my practice and some other physicians, because it has a less addictive property, where we prescribe a low dose melatonin to help you kind of while you're doing these other behaviors. So it's not really meant to be a long-term solution as much as it is to be an aid while you're changing your habits so that you can get into the space that your habits now are strong enough to maintain your ability to get that quality sleep. Thank you for that question, Keisha, for that chamomile question. But yes, chamomile can definitely do that. I often tell people, if you are one of the people that have an issue with sleep, 45 minutes before sleep, make yourself a cup of warm chamomile tea, pour maybe a little bit of almond milk in it, and it just soothes the soul and prepares you, because it not only feels good, tastes good, it also has that melatonin component where it can help you, literally the properties in it helps you go to sleep. So that's awesome. Number three, you guys are rocking it. MVPs, that's what I'm talking about. That was number three, reduce your screen time, 45 minutes before bedtime. Yes, and that includes TV, tablets, as well as cell phones. All right. Number four, regular exercise can help you have better sleep. How many of you that's still here with us tonight actually have regular exercise in your life? Okay. And what I mean by regular exercise, I mean at least 4 days a week. You incorporate physical activity, aerobic activity or something in your life. How many of you are incorporating regular exercise in your life? Soothe the soul. Yes, yes. Yes, there's a little bit of delay there, but yeah. Yes, it does. It soothes the soul. One of my favorite teas, quite frankly. Regular exercise, yes. Number 4, yes, regular exercise. And I was wondering how many of you guys are actually implementing regular exercise, because if you're not and you're someone who's having issues with sleep, I want to encourage you that you want to actually put that into your habits in your life. Why? Oh no, Dana, we gonna get that together. No sad face. Y'all encourage Dana. We have an MVP amongst us and Markeisha, you a nurse. We definitely got to get you together. We got to be examples, right? So we want to make sure y'all give Markeisha and Dana some love, encouragement, MVPs. That's what we do. We're a tribe here, right? So you can start with just 5 minutes in the morning or somewhere you'll do 5-minute interval somewhere where you're going to commit to 10 minutes in your day, and then we're going to increase. But also go ahead and click that link, y'all. I mean, I'm here for you. Click that link in the caption at the end of this video so that you can go ahead and get your strategy session. It's a free consultation, and I'll help you strategize to get you to your place. No sad faces, MVP. That's okay. We're here for each other. That's why I asked that. But you absolutely need to get regular exercises into your daily routine, because if your sleep is being impacted or not yet, as we age, our sleep, they don't know exactly why, but by the time we hit 55 to 60 years old, we have less and less REM sleep, and we have more, where we wake up more often. They don't know exactly why, but some of the studies show because when we 55 and 60, we increase and become on more medications in America, and some of the medications could be impacting our quality of sleep. So that's one thought behind that, but we definitely want to go ahead and incorporate that. If you're under 50, definitely should be doing it. If you're over 55, definitely do it. I don't believe in that. I'm old. Ask my mama. I don't let her say it around me. Old is a mindset. You know what I mean? Choose youth. And youth, and I'm saying in terms of youth, to me, is energy. Choose energy, and you're going to have that. Breathe that into your world. Breathe that into your life, okay? Yes, I need that free consultation. Go ahead, Dr. Lutz. You know I got you. I love you, and we'll be consulting each other. Absolutely. To go to the bathroom. Yes, to go to the bathroom. That can be impacted as well. And so you want to be able to address those things with your physician, because some of those things are easy fixes, actually. Sometimes medication related. Sometimes it's just a shift of like, oh, let me change this behavior and I will have better results. So that's really, really huge, you guys. I would do it in between classes. Awesome. Please do find Keisha and share. Find it and keep. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Encourage each other. I love y'all. My MVPs are the best. Team no meds. Okay, you're right. Team no meds. We don't want to have to do that, right? So that's extremely, extremely important, guys, for real. And I think that was tip number 4, was it not? And then tip number 5, which I kind of addressed in the beginning, was check with your physician to see if the medication that you're on could be contributing to your insomnia, or could, so that's really, really important. There are sometimes some medications out there that's like, okay, you may say, Dr. Z, I've checked all those top 4 tips that you talked about, and I'm doing all those things, but I still have difficulty falling asleep, or I still have difficulty, staying asleep. If you're doing all those things and you're actually on some prescription medications, or even some of your supplements, you don't realize, like, you have to have a strategy about that. Because some of those things can cause heartburn. It can cause upset stomach. You may not realize it. That could be some of your supplements impacting you. You may have some diarrhea. You might go into, like you said, go to the bathroom a lot. It could be some of your supplements. It could be your prescription medications. So we just have to make sure we tease that down. So definitely consult with your regular physician to see who's prescribing those medications, to see is your prescription medications impacting your ability to go to sleep or stay asleep. Okay, so that was tip number 5. Any questions? Thanks for joining us, guys. Any questions before we go out of here? Y'all been rocking it with that MVP behavior right in there, and helping each other and supporting each other. That gives me so much life. You guys have no idea. So I appreciate y'all supporting each other. And go ahead and, like I said, share this video. Invite someone to watch it. To get the same tips and information that you did. It sounds simple for some of them. Some of you heard of them before. Some of you haven't. Some of you just needed reminders. whatever the case may be, we all need that. And that's how we're going to continue to stay consistent, right? It's about the small changes that creates the big transformation. And I always tell everybody that anybody comes across my path, it's not so much about I have to do this big thing. It's the small changes that impacts your life. It's the small changes that creates these big transformations that will create transformations for long term. And y'all know I'm all day going to be here for you. You're welcome. Mwah. Thank you guys for joining us. Bonus, don't drink water at night. An extra bonus. Not too close to bedtime. We do that with our children, right? I know I don't let my kids, my children drink anything an hour before bedtime. They have to get it all in up until 6:30. And after 6:30, no bueno, because bedtime is 7:30. So yeah, completely. That's a great another tip. That was 2 bonus tips. One from our fellow MVP right here in the tribe. That's what I'm talking about. So I love that. You guys, thanks for coming. Like I said, thanks for sharing. Don't forget, I am Dr. Zarina, also known as Dr. Z. You've been watching Rebound Your Health TV, and thank you for coming. I'll come back to you guys. Go ahead and inbox me if there's some questions or topics that you want me to cover. Again, I want to talk about what's important to you, so don't be shy. You guys know where to find me at Dr. Zarina. That's DRZARINAH across social media. And also, again, I am here for you to help you rebound your health. Ultimately obtain pain freedom, okay? Pain freedom across the board. And we do that from the inside out and the outside in to help you with your long-term goals. And I do that through the practice, through coaching programs, through authoring, through writing, and through platforms just like this. So, mwah, thank you. God bless you guys. Thanks for joining us. I'll see y'all soon. You know how to find me. Inbox me, like I said. And don't forget to click that link above in the caption to get your free consultation to help you strategize and point you in the right direction, okay? We have programs out there for you, or it might just be a quick tip or two that you needed to get you to the next. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a great night.